Welcome everyone to today's video, and now we are going to answer the hottest topic in this game week 11, which defender to buy. Let me share my screen. So as you know, there are a lot of injuries this game week. We have Alexander-Arnold injured, we have Reece James injured, I have Kyle Walker, Neco Williams is a worry, is not starting, so people are looking to buy defenders. So number one options for me is Kieran Trippier. If you do not have him, just buy him and be done with it. So he is the best defender at this point in time. He has okay fixtures. They're not the best, but he has a great attacking threat. You can see he is number one on the ICT index. And whenever he is playing, even though he is not keeping clean sheets, he is getting some bonus points, some assists, some goals. So just get him. If you do not have him, then you need to ask yourself when you are going to need to play your defenders. Alternative is to go with a Chelsea defender, and let's say Cucurella. I'm a Chelsea fan and my pick is Cucurella. I also like Thiago Silva and Thiago Silva, not Koulibaly. So it's either Cucurella or Thiago Silva. Chile is still a rotation risk for me. He is not an option. So if you like Chelsea, you can go with Cucurella. And you can see the fixtures are okay. Against Aston Villa and Brentford, I am expecting 2 clean sheets. And after that, I'm not expecting a lot of clean sheets, maybe 1 or 2. So 3 clean sheets till the end. He's not an exciting option, but you're going to go into that premium defense. If you have a transfer to save and get Kepa, then he would be my preferred options. So number 1 is Trippier. The interesting thing is to downgrade and use the money elsewhere. My preferred option is Webster or Dunk. I prefer Webster because he's not scoring own goals. Dunk is a high risk, high reward. He has a lot of own goals and he scores a lot. So I'm not willing to play him. I had a bad experience with him in the past. I prefer Webster. The thing with Webster is you need to have someone to cover for game week 13 and 14. I like him against Brentford. Anything can happen. Against Nottingham Forest, it will be the best fixture in game week 12. So we will play him then, and after that in game 15 and 16 again he is fine. So in the next 4 of 6 I'm happy to play him. And also I have Johnny. So if you have someone which you can play in gaming 13 and 14, in example Johnny is against Leeds and Brentford, it's okay. Leicester and Brentford. If you have Gehi or Anderson, also they are good in 13 and 14. They play Everton and Southampton, so that's a good rotation. Also, if you have maybe Zuma, he can play in 13, in 14 it will be a problem. So my number 1 option is Webster from the cheap defenders. Next interesting option is actually Gomez from Liverpool. Because Alexander-Arnold is injured, he will play on the right. Maybe Milner will play as well, but I'm not expecting him to play a lot. Gomez was great in the Champions League. He also got an assist. There were some positive comments about his game. So if you do not need to play him this week, I'm happy to get him now. And he's playable in West Ham, Nottingham Forest and Leeds. Then it's Tottenham away, but probably Alexander-Arnold will be back here. So I'm really happy you can get attacking returns here. He's an interesting player to target. So after Trippier, Cucurella, Webster or Dunk, and Gomez, then you have Crystal Palace defenders, Anderson. Anderson is the best goal threat. The fixtures are decent, but for me, I don't see any clean sheet till the end. Maybe in game 12 and that is it. 1 or 2 clean sheets till the end. Against Wolves and maybe against Southampton. Against Leicester, I think they will concede. Against Everton, I think they will concede. Against West Ham, they could concede. So against Nottingham Forest, it's fine. So the fixtures are the best for Anderson. I'm not that impressed. I'm watching them and I think they're not as good as last year. Maybe I'm wrong, but if you like the Palace defense, go with it. So you can play them in game week 12, game week 14 and game week 16. Anderson is the best bet. And maybe if you don't have money, you can go Gehi. So with Gehi you cannot go wrong. He's 4.3 million, so for me he is a great option. He has a great game week 12, and also you can play in game week 14 and game week 16. I personally have a Wolves defender, and the algorithm agrees with me. So you can see the other video where I have revealed the algorithm best team for game week 11. They have triple Wolves defense. John is more attacking threat. He can score, he has decent stats, he can assist. But if you don't like to risk it because there is a new trainer and someone could be benched, Johnny could be benched, you can go with Kilman. So the next two are the best, Nottingham Forest this week and Crystal Palace. Then you can play him again probably against Brentford and Brighton. I don't expect too many clean sheets, but for the next two, he would be my best bet. If you need a defender to play only for the next two, I would go with a Wolves defender. Other than that, Zuma is an interesting option. He has great fixtures, but the problem is in game week 12, he will probably concede against Liverpool, but other than that, he is fine. But I really like the Wolves defenders for the next two. Alternatively, there are Spurs defenders. So they have a great fixtures now. You can get Eric Dyer, play him against Everton. In game week 12, it's not a good thing, but you can play him in game week 13 and 16. But I personally do not see a lot of clean sheets here. All of these teams are attacking, maybe against Bournemouth and against Everton. So for me, I wouldn't go with Spurs defenders. If you have Perisic, you can keep him and play him, but I wouldn't be buying Perisic now because he's a rotation risk. Same with Doherty. If there wasn't any blank in game week 12 and your bench could come in, you can go Perisic to Doherty. But there is a blank and we need all of our players to play. So Spurs defender is not for me. And the interesting option is Diego Dallo, because now there aren't any clean sheets happening. You can go for an attacking threat. And Dallo is the most attacking cheap defender. He will play Newcastle, Tottenham and Chelsea. I know they're not good fixtures, but give me 14 onward against West Ham. They can keep a clean sheet. He can do something. Aston Villa, great fixture. Fulham, great. So in game week 16, you have a great option to finish this first part of the season. So Diego Dallo is an interesting one, especially if you're Manchester fan. Why not? He can score against Newcastle and Tottenham. They are both at home. And in game week 13, you can bench him if you want. But Chelsea are not that strong attacking wise. So Diego Dallo is an interesting option. If you need someone to play all the time, I prefer him than the Palace defender because you can get some goal or some clean sheet. So that was it for me. Let me know who are you getting. It's a really difficult game week. If you have someone like Walker, I will sell immediately because he will not be back till the World Cup probably. If you have Alexander-Arnold, also I will sell him. He's too much money to be sitting on your bench, and we don't know when he is back. And if you have James and you have a defender who are you happy to play this game week, I would hold. An example, in my case, I have bought James for 6.0 and now he's 6.1, and even if he falls in price 0.1, I will still not lose money, so I can keep him and wait for more news. The current news are that he will be probably back for Manchester United. That's the target. He is most likely going to miss Manchester United. I think he will be, Aston Villa away. I'm expecting he to miss this game, but his likelihood for Brentford. But we need him to be fit for game week 12. So I will be waiting more news and probably will not sell him unless Mitrovic is out. So then I will need another playing player this game week. So if you have James, if you have someone decent enough for this game week, you have a playing defender, keep him for 1 week and get more info before the Wednesday game. If you do not have anyone to play, then he's a sell for me. And especially if you have 2 transfers and not a lot of flags like me, I have a lot of flags. So those are my thoughts. If you don't have Trippier, just get him. That is it. Other than that, go watch this video and decide who do you want. Another thing, I'm running a special promotion. If you subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter, you can DM me with any questions you have. Till the end of the season, I will answer all of them for free. Of course, I'm not asking anything from you. So this is valid for the first 500 subscribers. So go, please subscribe. Thanks, and wishing you a great week ahead. Bye. Let me show my signature saying, yoo-hoo! Let your game week be amazing. Good luck. Bye.